Now, McDonald's employees, man. I've been seeing protests in Detroit. I seen one on Plymouth and Greenfield, and I seen one on 6 Mile and Greenfield, and I also seen one at Highland Park as well about employees protesting about having raises to $15 an hour. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I disagree with that, but I'm gonna tell you this: I do think you should. I think you should get a raise. I believe you should get a raise to $11 an hour. I think they should get a raise to $11 an hour. That's about fair. That's fair for you. That's fair for most people that's in fast food restaurants. That's fair. And it's fair for minimum wage if you ask me. Because $15 an hour is a little bit much if you ask me. For you. Number one, the reason why I don't think you deserve $15 an hour, I know people protesting, and I understand. There's some people making money off of McDonald's, and I don't shame nobody that working at fast food. At least you got a job. At least you trying to do something with yourself. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if you're in a bad predicament. You know what I mean? You gotta do what you gotta do, man. You gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I mean? So, yes. Now, working at McDonald's, man, I do think y'all should get $11 an hour, but 15 is a little bit much. Now, I'm gonna tell you this: teachers and schools that got a full education don't even make $15 an hour. In Detroit, by the way, they only make $15 an hour unless they've been at their job for a long time. That's the only way they getting $15 an hour or more. They gotta be working at that school for at least a while, you know, not just start it off, you know, because some of these teachers, I understand some of them are unqualified to become teachers. Now I'm seeing some things about, I'm seeing a little bit of news about teachers getting the teaching job and they're underqualified. Some of them, not everywhere, it's just in some places. I don't believe in that, but most of these teachers, they got careers. These are careers, by the way. Being a teacher is a career, and for them to only make like being a teacher, for example, how many kids nowadays or how many young people say I want to be a teacher? Everybody always say nowadays, they always say I want to be when they grow up, they want to be something like a doctor. They want to be a lawyer. They want to be a stripper or something. Well, stripper ain't no career. It's just a job. Even though they make career type money, but it's not. If you get a certain age and being a stripper, your value gonna go down because nobody gonna throw no money. We gonna be throwing nickels and pennies at her old 50-year-old ass. We gonna be throwing nickels and pennies at that bitch when she dance on the goddamn pole because she ugly as fuck now. She look like she like a junkie and shit. So, but yeah, nowadays you hearing people talking about I want to become a rapper, even though rapper don't really make no money. But the typical jobs, everybody say I want to be a doctor, a lawyer, fight for the army, something like that. You know what I mean? How many people you hear say I want to be a teacher? I'm just being 100. How many people say they want to be a teacher? You know why they don't say that? Because the pay don't be good enough. Now, people that work for the garbage companies, they probably make more money than a teacher. I remember when Biggie Smalls in that movie, he said a garbage man made more money than you. I remember that Notorious movie. It's true, though. Like, the garbage man make more money than the damn teacher that's educated. And the garbage man, all you gotta do is drive around in a damn truck. It takes no knowledge at all. It don't take a rocket scientist to do their job. And they making more money than the teacher that's more educated. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem. That's the problem with this damn country, and that's the problem with these people. Like, it's sad that nobody want to be a teacher no more. We need more teachers, and their stock need to rise. But as far as McDonald's employees, you ain't like teachers not making as much money as you. Nah, you talking about $15 an hour. There's police officers. There's firemen or firewomen that police officers, etc. CNA nurses not making as much money as you. You know what I'm saying? They not making as much money as you, and they doing a way harder job than you. The police officer, they risking their life every day. They're doing investigations and things of that nature, you know. And then you got the firemen. They jump in the fires of houses and saving people's lives and stuff like that. Same goes for police officers saving lives. Then you got the CNA, nurses. Some of them do make some money if you've been there for a long time. For most of them, don't make enough money though. A lot of them don't make the money that they should be making. You know, I remember my grandma. She was a nurse, but she worked on her job for like 30 plus years. Then she retired because they cut down on her pay by like $3. It went from what? $17 an hour to $14 an hour. Like, she wasn't having that shit. So she retired. She retired because of that shit. She went from $17, $18 an hour to making fucking $14, $13 an hour. That, like, and I see why she retired. Then again, she was up in age too though. She was like 66, 67 years old when she retired. So yeah, it makes sense. But McDonald's employees, you don't deserve $15 an hour. Number one, you can't get people's orders right. Number two, you have an attitude every time somebody greets you and shit. When a person actually trying to be nice and shit, trying to cheer up your day. Now, I understand some of these managers and customers, they treat you like shit. I get it. I understand that. Because they do. They really do. These customers, man, they be fooling, dog. They be clowning in this bitch. I understand you want to whoop their ass and shit. And then, what real hard labor you got to do in McDonald's? What? Make sure you get the orders right. Make sure you flip a fucking burger and goddamn cleaning out a goddamn bathroom. What's so hard about that? That's not a job that's worth $15 an hour. Unless the minimum wage is at $15 an hour. That's the only way you're going to get $15 an hour. But I can meet you at $11 an hour. I can meet you there, but 15 is a little bit too much for you, I think. Sorry, McDonald's employees. Sorry, but it's the truth. But yeah, man, it's other careers that, like, careers, not jobs, but careers that ain't even making that much money. Like I said, you got teachers nowadays, they making, what, $12 an hour and shit? Or whatever, and they gotta work in shitty fucking environments and goddamn public schools and shit. Like in particular Detroit, these teachers, they work in it. It don't matter what race you are. These teachers, they working in schools where the fucking tiles off the goddamn ceiling falling onto their fucking students' heads and shit, falling on their fucking heads and shit. They got tiles falling off. They got shit broken down. They working in shitty environments. The school look fucked up. The bathroom's fucked up. They working in that environment. It's bullshit. And all the shit they gotta educate us kids on. You know what I mean? Even professors from fucking college ain't making as much money as fucking ain't even making $15 an hour. Some of them not. You'd be surprised. So for McDonald's employees to ask for $15 an hour is a little out of the way. And honestly, I think this attempt for $15 an hour, the only I'm gonna be 100% real with you. This is a cop out for them not wanting to get their education. This is a cop out for them not to go back to school. Because if McDonald's was $15 an hour, hell, I would even jump on that shit. I swear to God, if McDonald's was paying $15 an hour, I would go work for McDonald's right now. I will apply for that motherfucker today if that bitch was $15 an hour. So for the fact everybody will want the job. Everybody will want to work at McDonald's. But it can't be that way. It cannot. Shit. It can't be. No, fuck all that. So, you don't deserve $15 an hour. I'm just saying. I'm just being 100. And then, like I said, this is just a cop-out for y'all not to go back to school and get your education. Because I know a lot of old people that work at McDonald's. There's a lot of people that's an older set of people working at McDonald's nowadays. Back in the day, you used to see a bunch of young people working at McDonald's. You used to see fucking 16, 17-year-olds and shit working at McDonald's and shit. Now you got these fucking 40-year-old, 50, 60, 70-year-old motherfuckers working at McDonald's and shit. Because they don't want to go back to school. Either they don't want to go back to school or they just happy being in the state that they're being in instead of bettering their life. Now, I understand you trying to make money to feed your kids, but a fucking minimum wage job would not be able to feed fucking 5 kids or 3 kids and none of that shit. You need a real fucking job. That is a real fucking job or get a career. That's just how I see it. And McDonald's is not a career because $15 an hour is a career type money. It's career money because police making that money. So yeah, man, that's it, man. I got nothing against McDonald's employees, but I just don't think y'all deserve $15 an hour, man. I'm done. I said enough. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. But I mean, that's it, man. I'm done. Peace.